It's time to learn some math. So this problem, now this happened later in the test, when I was in the zone, as you will. Here are my hands. Now, this one, I thought I was being clever. I was like, oh wait, okay, I'm going through, this is a breeze. Well, I know that the 4 can just go here, do a little symbol, and put the X there, and you can put the 5 out here. I know that from our little worksheets that we've done together. One on top goes outside, one on the bottom, that's also to the left. I know that it looks like that. If you can write this as an N, this is an M, and there's that whole little formula you have, where X, and then you get the N over here, M over here, so that's how I was able to get that. Now, because I was in the zone, I thought, well, what could I go from here? Maybe, I was so into it. You gotta know when to stop, everybody. You just gotta know when to stop. This is your answer. This is it. I continued on, drew stuff, went all willy-nilly, trying to figure it out. It's already figured out. You can't go more than that. So know when to stop. This problem right here. 3x in parentheses, yes, squared it by -2. Does that equal 1 over 3x squared? We got, damn, there we go. T for true, F for false. I thought this was true. It's actually false. Whoopsies. I'll show you the process that I went through. And I'll show you why it's false. You see a negative, so of course you put the 1 over, and then you get the 3 and the x, right? Now that mark makes a lot of sense. However, this square part, although the x does get squared here, so this is technically correct, you have to do the same thing to this 3 right here. So in actuality, the answer is 1 over 9, because 3 squared is 9. X squared. See what I did there? So we got 3m to the 4th power times 5m to the 6th power. Again, incredibly simple. I mean, just looking at it, you can kind of, it's pretty simple, honestly. 3 times this 5, what does that equal? There you go, 15. Bam. The problem comes with these little numbers up here. See, me, multiply them, I got 15m, 24. Wrong. Don't do that, okay? You gotta add these two. This 4 and this 6, yep, you add them. You add them. I like Adam. Adam's a cool guy. But you get that. 4 plus 6, what does that equal? Yep, that's right. You get 10. 15 to the 10th power. Again, really easy. We gotta simplify. 324, root it, but it's cubed. Something more than that. It's 4. Oh, it's scary. Big, scary number. Okay, now the easiest thing that you can do here with the square root is find its biggest common denominator. Now, normally I do that by dividing this by 2. I've already done the work, so it's 2 and 162, I believe. Yes, 162. And then you double this number by, by 2, and then divide that by 2, and then you get another fun number, like 4 and 81. Now this is where it gets fun. I did not see this. I did not see this. That's the part where I messed up. I'm going to help you. A good way to help you to actually see this in the future is when you write these, maybe just add the little symbol. Maybe just add that little symbol. Because if I saw this, well, my brain automatically goes to 3. Because I know, after reading countless times the table, or the tables that I've had, the worksheets that I've had, that if you just divide this by 3 enough times, keep going. 81 divided by 3, that's 27. 27 divided by 3, that's 9. 9 divided by 3, that's 3. And 3 does equal 3. Of course, you can go one more if you want to, be really fancy. And there you go. You get 1. There you go if you're happy like that. But, not a fan of that way. But you can see that 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 equals 81. So, you can do it like this. Check me out. Go, you keep that little 4 there. Go 81, and then you go 4, 4. Well, we know what this is. It's 3. And then we can just keep that. What? What are you talking about, mister? What the hell? You bam, a little this, translate to that, and there is your answer. Okay, if you don't have that, you're wrong and dumb, and you last problem. And it goes back to that whole idea that you just need to know when to stop. I see this problem, I know the 5, okay, bang, immediately it's on the outside of my little thingy right here. Now, what I did in this situation was, I wrote it out like so. Put the 9x in there, and I put the 2 on the outside. Now, that's fine. That's fine. However, there we go. This is how I mainly wrote it out, so as you say. So put the 5 there, bang, bang, bada bing. Put the 2 on the outside, you get 9x. Now, use simple, something really you can just change it to is, what, like 5 here. You know 4 equals 3, but 5 would 1, right? So it's already even. 81, 2 to there, the x and the squared. Okay, so it's 81x squared. 9 squared, and so is the x. That's it. That's it. Okay. You don't need to do all that. This is it. You don't need to try and find the solution. You're not reinventing the wheel. Even if I went fully with this, you know, still, you gotta be careful with that, everybody. Actually, no, I'm going to take this a step further. I'm going to show you the answer I got. I'm going to be a bit vulnerable here. What the hell did I get? How the hell did I get 3 over 5 fourths? I'm going to try to take you through my thought process. I had somehow gotten this number from it by doing the math. Just kidding, I used a calculator. And I guess from there, again, it all stems back on doing too much here. Doing too much with it.